Hello and welcome. Currently this is the Tier A match between Matt and Tyler. Starting out doing the stream, Matt is currently away at the moment. I do have Tyler is here.
Yep, I paused to look at your stream. Looks fine.
Alright. I just want to make sure if anybody watching notices any audio issues or anything along those lines, just let me know. Still testing some stuff out. Get a little preview from Tyler's Velgris gameplay here.
Yeah, I
Maybe
always
we'll
try to
see it.
practice it.
Maybe we'll see it on the card.
I had a pin golf PB today.
Very nice.
Oh, nice.
What'd you
See if
get?
that comes up. 453, I think.
Oh, nice.
I spent 20 seconds in Bumper Paradise, so that could be better.
Yeah, Bumper Paradise will get you. All right. Are you both ready?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, let me
I
just
was
get this.
Yeah.
My stream's working for you?
Yes. Both streams are
Okay.
currently working.
Well,
So,
I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna deafen and then
yeah,
I'll
well,
just
I'm
look
gonna
out
do
for
a
the
quick
chat.
little intro. Welcome everybody to Tier A, Week 4, Matt versus Tyler. Uh, Tyler, actually, I have not seen too much. Looking forward to seeing the gameplay and all the different things and strategies he's going to be doing. I know Matt has done, also have Matt who's done a ton for the community, a lot of streaming, a lot of setting up, a lot of back end stuff. So, two great players. We're going to jump into the match just in a couple minutes here. And if you're both ready, we can deafen and I'll get the timer and tell you when you can reveal and when you can go.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'll deafen and then give me maybe like 30 seconds to just get my mic out of the way and
Yep.
I'll be good to go.
Yep.
Good luck, Tyler.
Yep, good luck. I'm ready when you start the countdown. Yep.
Okay. Deafening.
All right. I'm going to give them just a little bit of time because I know Matt said he was taking a moment. Yep, okay. He did say 1 second. Thank you, Smo. Tried to put a little bit of, tried to throw it together just before this, so we'll see how it all goes. I wonder if I can move the chat without everything breaking. Maybe I shouldn't try it. I think it's just a tiny bit off center. I'll leave it for now. Well, Matt does need a minute or two, so we will start. I'll let you know when we're going for the countdown. I'm a bit quiet. I could turn myself up a bit. Guri may also be joining for casting, maybe just a few short minutes into the match. Just waiting on Matt. Eight to 10 minutes, good to know. I hope this doesn't delete the chat. It did delete the chat, I apologize. But it might be 1 pixel over so that it looks slightly better. Because I don't have OCD. Alright, let me get back to the setup. Okay, so Matt is ready now. countdown to reveal in 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, I apologize. Open up the card. Just making sure my timer is running. Looks like we do have the pin golf center square here. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so both jumping into pin golf, both seeing the center square right away. We are going to see, so hole in one on 3 different courses. The earliest that you, oh no, you still see the, okay, thank you for letting me know. I have to refresh this. Alright. Good old OBS not working until you hide and then rehide the object. So, hole in one on 3 different courses. The earliest you can get this is on course 1, course 3, and then course 9, I believe. So, Tyler did not get the hole in one on course 3, and Matt did not either. So Matt actually going to be restarting. Maybe not a terrible choice from Matt, because he may want to get that third hole course hole in one so that he can wrap it up at juggling pit, as long as it doesn't turn into a struggle pit for anyone else. So Tyler is going to keep going. There are a couple opportunities after hole 9, which is juggle pit, that you can get this on. So the one right after is called chicken, level 10 you can get that one on. And there's maybe 1 opportunity shortly after that, maybe 2. But currently we're going to see who gets the 3 hole-in-ones quicker. Because Matt's going for the strategy of resetting until getting that one, and he did get it on the 3rd one, I believe. Sorry, not on chicken. It is a different one. It has trampolines. It is hole 10 right after juggle pit, but I do not know the name of it. Bounce back. If I was more well versed in the courses, I would know. So Matt getting the nice dunk on internal logic. Tyler did get juggle pit. So they are both 2 and 2 right now, I believe. So bounce back. This is where you can also get it, and unfortunately Tyler did not get it, so they know there is another opportunity a little further in. Tyler, this actually could be a place where Tyler resets to try getting the 3rd hole again. But there is, yes, right here, chunk is actually another one you can if you know the lineup. There's a couple ways to do it. And no, just barely misses it. So I don't know if there's any other quick hole-in-one opportunities from here. There might not be. Now the question is, are they going to finish out pin golf and maybe just give the square to Matt? Because ultimately the best play might, if there's no more hole-in-one opportunities, the best play would probably be to reset to go to try getting it on the 3rd hole again.
I made it.
Hey,
right on time.
Hey, Gary. Welcome.
What's up? Sorry, it took me a bit, but there was, despite the fact that I'm less than 10 minutes away from my mechanic because of rush hour traffic, it took like 35 minutes. So.
Oh, and Matt almost getting the pin golf hole-in-one through the top. Yeah, no worries at all. Glad to have you. The match has only been going for 4 minutes, so.
Okay, good. All right, I should be in. I'm looking. It looks like we have no squares on the board yet.
Yep. Chunk
Okay,
is
cool.
giving a couple issues. I believe Tyler's just playing the game out for. Are there gold discs on here? There is cherry discs, so they could still get it. They are at +1 right now.
You stream on Twitch or YouTube, Canvas?
Twitch.
Twitch, okay.
Canvas_.
Gotcha. heading over right now. Hello to chat, preemptively.
Yes, welcome in, Guri. So, alright, Tyler is resetting. I don't think they... I think they got to Bumper Paradise, which is like one of the last few stages of the game, and then they reset. I don't know if there was another opportunity or if they're going back for... You do not have to get all 3 hole-in-ones in one run. You can reset and go back to another course.
Okay. I'm going to do the thing and look at their streams. I always feel funny when I'm playing and I hear someone tune into the stream.
Yeah.
Makes my eyebrows raise.
Yeah. And also just to check whenever, if everyone's able to hear Guri, if their audio is good on the stream.
Hopefully. I got confirmation someone can hear me, I think, so.
Yeah. If I need to turn it up a little bit, I can. Sounds good.
Thank you, Val.
Thank you, everyone. Alright, so looking at this board, we have collect 10 gifts, we have the triathlon, 3 cherry discs, find an egg in 10 different games, and Tyler just replayed and got the 3rd hole-in-one, and
Boom.
he got the center square. So we're gonna see if Matt stays in to get the cherry disc, or if he's gonna pivot. And Matt is within like the last 2 to 3 stages, so we're probably just gonna see him go for the cherry. So now in Campanella 3 for Tyler. Clear 4 waves 100%. Not too bad.
Yeah, sorry if I'm quiet for the first couple minutes. I'm just still I'm trying to set up my Towie stuff so I can keep track of both players and stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I should have that on my phone, so I don't mess with the stream at all.
Okay.
We love taking notes
All right.
here.
I think I'm fully situated now. I've got everything open. I literally got here at 6:10, turned my computer on,
Yeah.
and immediately hopped on.
I appreciate you making it.
Yeah, no problem.
Matt jumping into Fist Hell. There's bosses in 5 different games.
Oh, I love Fishtail. I like me watching some Fishtail, playing some Fishtail.
And did Matt get the cherry on Pin Golf?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how far ahead he was in strokes, but he got it, and he was definitely in the clear.
Yeah.
So that's 1 cherry for Matt currently.
Yep. And both the games they're currently in would give them a boss if they finish out the first area. And also, Matt got a triathlon for a gold disc in one of the sport games.
Oh yeah, triathlon. The sports one, I'm so bad off the top of my head. Which ones are the sports ones? Because I always want to say that Disconia is a sport because it's in the
Right,
UFO
you want to
Open
say
thing, but I don't think
Kick
it
Club
is.
is not a sport either. Which is crazy.
Yeah. The only way I remember the Kick Club thing is I think of it how do I word it? I think of the game without sprites.
Mm-hmm.
If it was just replaced it with Bubble Bobble, since it's
Yep.
Bubble Bobble I'd be like, oh, I wouldn't call that a sports game, I guess. So
Yeah.
sports themed, but yeah.
Right. They both also have a gift, and now Tyler has a boss. Matt is going to follow suit with a boss of their own. So, all the stuff I should have noted before the match, but we're getting it as it goes.
All right, so that puts 1 boss on the table for Matt, correct? Okay.
Yep.
And Tyler as well, defeating I always forget the name of it. Is it Galbrain the first boss?
Yes, Galbrain.
Okay.
Matt jumping into Velgris.
Ooh, nice little comfort pick here. I like to see it.
Matt does enjoy the Velgris. Might be looking for a cherry here. And also there may very well also be a Valgr Skull. I need to take a look. Yes, there is collect 3 keys in a single run, which is basically the cherry condition.
Yeah, essentially. Just shy of it.
And that's
So I want to ask for the Velgress players, and maybe you're one of these canvas. What is the why did Matt skip the star jump? I'm assuming it's to collect more coins.
most likely. I know Matt likes getting 35 at minimum coins. I usually enter the shop with like 20, so
Okay, I getcha. Yeah, and I infamously don't like using any of the items in Velgress. I don't dislike them, but I just don't. I don't like go for coins.
Yep.
I'm just like jump, 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 jump,
Tyler
jump.
could be going for gifts here. Both players sitting at 1 boss. 2 gifts for
We're going at the
Matt once he
Mooncat.
gets this one. 2 gifts for Tyler because of the bonus stage if he completed it.
Yeah, it's funny. The only thing I cannot keep track of right now is the gifts because the app I'm using, I've actually maxed out
Oh no.
the tracking. I have everything but gifts.
Yep, both players should be at 2 gifts right now.
Okay. That's funny.
So in Mooncat, I take a look at the board. Might just be going for the gift.
We're doing the gift and the 2 warps, I would assume.
Yes.
That which also sets Tyler up for the diagonal a little bit more, which is pretty nice to see.
Okay, I was just blind and couldn't see the 2 warps. So yes, the gift
No,
for
you're good.
Mooncat is just going into 1 warp. Matt got the 3 keys, gonna go for the attempt at finishing out Valgriz.
Yeah, so far very clean by Matt. I mean, we know, I think most people know that this is one of his favorite games, if not favorite. Somebody can tell me. I wouldn't be surprised if it was number
I would
1.
agree with that.
So he's definitely very comfortable here.
He's got 1 shot upgrade and 2 recovery. Definitely some good safety for going into this, be able to take out the boss quicker.
He's making it look easy.
And so I think I
Okay,
did
so-
ask Matt about this 2 warps one, and I think it counts. He might have said it counts if you go in the warp that exit this stage. Otherwise, even if you don't, there is another warp immediately on the stage after you exit this warp.
Okay. So kind of not specifying entrance or exit, so you can kind of be cheeky with that. That's cute.
Yeah.
I like that. Wow, pretty clean. Like seriously clean from Matt.
Yep.
I'm not seeing like too many fumbles or
Yep,
desperate
insta-kill on
falls and flails while you're trying to get your double jump. And
Yeah,
that's clean.
I 100% agree that was very clean. I didn't want to say anything, just not commentator curse him, but yeah, that was very quick of Algris, like 4 minutes.
Maybe I'm evil, but I kind of like the commentator curse. I like the
You're
like
rooting for the
make
yeah.
him have it. All right, like it's gonna curse you so bad.
You're just rooting for the game. And then
Yeah, we put it that way.
we're seeing Benedict on here. This actually is one I have not seen in a long time. I don't know where it's been, but or if it just hadn't gotten picked, but
Which one?
Benedict in the bottom right, it is collecting 5 keys.
I wonder if it's because there's a way that you can get soft locked in this, right? I don't imagine that's why, because it's such a small fear.
Right. There are
maybe that's why.
There are 2 combinations you cannot beat the game with, but you 100% I think can get at least 7 keys with every combination.
Oh, okay. So you not only can you get them, you have wiggle room, so that's
Yes.
good.
Well, if you get a certain combination, I have tried, and there's something really brutal you have to do to get the 6th and 7th key, but the other 5 are not too bad.
Yeah, and I was just about to comment on what Gregor was saying in the chat. We didn't we didn't go for the Mooncat thing, I guess.
I was just about to comment on that. I was surprised that maybe they thought they were spending. Maybe they did think that you have to enter 2 different entrances, and maybe they were just getting stuck on it a little bit and figured they need to grab something quicker. Also, they are going for eggs, so they might be pivoting just to block Matt, which is very smart given the situation.
Yeah, that makes
he's egg
sense. And
rushing.
thankfully, you don't have to do this in one run, right? So you could, in theory, come back to Mooncat and finish that up in
Correct.
a little bit.
Could do a different warp and then. So he does have 5 keys, so this was a very good play from Tyler. And going into open tomb, so Tyler is going to have plenty of time to do this, but this is actually kind of good for Matt that he chose this. Oh, he's going for a boss.
I think you're actually so right with what you're saying, though. I think this was like a very good example of a really important pivot here, if it ends up working out, of course. Also, I love this Rim Immortal. I don't think this texture is used anywhere else in the game. This, like, all of UFO 50, this weird, like, beard that looks like vines or something.
Yeah, that is interesting.
It's cool, though.
Kind of looks like the shopkeep from, not the shopkeep, but the trader from Pilot Quest. Just pink.
Oh.
So Tyler's going to go get the Porgy egg, which is just to the right there. You can make it there without grabbing fuel, but just going to get it as insurance. There is another egg on the top route if you want to go that way. Bottom route's a little faster, but you'll get this just like 10 seconds later. If you go the right way... Yeah, they're just avoiding the boss there.
Up the beanstalk.
Yep, going for the... And that is another boss for Matt.
Boom.
Smart and kind of funny play there. Because you can... And Matt also got Sharkus as well for bosses, so he's at 3 now.
Perfect, that's what I have too. Awesome.
Tyler, I think, is just sitting at 1. Wait, yes. I don't remember... Or did it? Is he? Or is he at 0?
Tyler's at 1 because of Campanella 3.
Right, okay.
Because of Galbrain.
Forgot what...
Unless I missed another one.
That's right. I just forgot what the first boss was. Alright, so we are sitting at 3 and 2. Going into Camouflage, escape with 3 collectibles on 5 levels. No, he is going for something else. Did I miss? Yes, there's Camouflage, get eaten by the 3 different enemy types. Which this can be pretty quick. You can do this by stage 4, because that's when a crocodile first spawns.
Okay, Tower's on the menu. Thinking about eggies. We're thinking about where to cook, scramble, fry, and looks like Avianos is next up.
Yep. Avianos.
This is the only one I don't think I've ever done.
Let's go, Avianos.
For the... Yeah. Can't get players to open this game unless
unless you're looking for an egg. You're just gonna dive bomb a castle using Trilock most likely. Alright, Matt is second to last level of getting this one, I believe.
Everybody simultaneously at once with like the pointing soy jack face with the look Avianos, Avianos.
Yeah. Avianos on screen. If only for 45 seconds to get the egg.
I'm switching my audio back to Matt's stream because Avianos is too spooky without the music for me.
That's fair. I could enable one of their streams, which I might do just because I don't have audio set up for the...
For the stream?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I don't know if we ever continued to make it like a good practice, but I thought at one point we were trying to do like one stream with sound effects and one without, something vaguely like that. I don't know if people were still doing that, but
I think I did encounter a couple people doing that.
Smart.
Flick is giving us the lowdown on most optimal strategies for this Avianos play.
Camouflage is one of those interesting games where it's for I think in a weird way for spectators it's more fun to watch like a lower tier match,
Mhm.
because otherwise, it's camouflage. You rote memorize the level. You know what to do. You execute
And
it. That's all she wrote.
I don't think Matt has done like much, if any, camouflage routing before, but he does. I believe he has seen multiple people do this, and that
Boom.
is the 10th egg from Tyler.
Yeah.
Multiple people do this, so he does have a general idea of what he's supposed to do, and it won't take him too long to execute it. You just have to get the right setup here. And that is the bird, and then you can just beat the stage, and then... Actually, he already got the gator. He got that one first. So we're gonna see where he goes next.
And I want to point out what Smo was saying in chat is very, very true. And correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first time I've seen that strat utilized that well with Matt going into the Mortal boss because of the code on the board. Just very smart to recognize that. I would not have thought of that. There's no shot.
Yeah, I was saying that.
Even if it was a game I was super comfy with, I would not have remembered.
Yeah, that was I was saying earlier with Matt, a very smart play going for using the code specifically to get the very quick boss kill. So in Seaside, Glove unfortunately is not in chat, I believe, but we do have Seaside on screen. We're gonna pick up a boss here and win the bonus game.
Yeah, the ability to do the code has definitely been stated many times. It's just funny how you don't see it as much. I guess the opportunity doesn't necessarily line up all the time. There's not too many crazy codes. Like, people aren't losing their mind when they see, oh my god, Worm 1234.
Let me go beat
I'm
Flamingos.
so happy, dude.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's not.
Yeah, get a boss.
It's definitely
there.
not something that people typically would look for, because it not only is it like not common to see on a board, you gotta have the right setup, multiple squares.
Yeah.
For it.
All right. So were we looking at another boss for Matt here? I'm assuming.
Is that his
and
4th or 5th?
Perfect synergy. Did he beat another one? I have him at 3. What game was he just in? He was in Camouflage, so I think he's at
I believe he's at 3.
correct? Okay.
This will be a good way to get a square and progress the boss squares here. So Tyler could reach the abyss right here. I see a lot of people grab the Buster Torpedoes for this. You don't have to do that. I know Spoody and Red Robot have talked about a route where you just go straight down. You can make it there on starter fuel, basically. But there is...
Oh yeah, for doing the abyss. Yeah.
There is an...
Yeah, I don't know how to do it with the missiles, actually. What I've been doing is probably the way that Tyler's going to go. I go left here, you go past the fish, past the spikes, to the right, and then you reach the abyss.
You do have to get past a couple annoying enemies by going down and to the left right away, but if you're...
Like the crab.
There's one croissant crab in the way that just...
Oh, so it's not just me who thinks that.
Croissant, yeah.
Okay.
And so he reaches the abyss.
Nice.
So that's pretty quick.
Okay. So if you get the torpedoes there, that actually is really quick. It definitely seems significantly faster than the other way.
If you did want a safer route, you could just go to the east base, grab the one fuel on the way, and then go down and to the right in the blue area. And there's another path where there's a bunch of urchins. You can just go right below there, and you also get to the abyss without needing the torpedoes.
Okay. Taking a look at the board.
He's made it to stage 2, so that's another boss and the bonus game.
Oh boy. Oh, Big Bell Race, don't look at it.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, there we go, thank you.
So he's probably just going to finish.
Don't put me through this.
Finish off with a quick, like, minute and 30-second boss here. You get both the warps.
Yeah, real talk, I love bingo. This is awesome. I like when it goes further on. It's just, I get excited looking at the squares where I'm like, I hope we see Demolition, I hope we see Bug Hunter, Golfaria. Tactics too, by the way. There's 2 Tactics squares on here. They don't synergize, unfortunately. But I don't, well, actually, do the ranked mode levels count?
In a Tactics, for some of the goals they do. Reach Lieutenant in ranked mode, that one obviously you need ranked mode, but beat 8 levels, I believe I believe that's meant for the story mission. I think there's one a tactics goal where you can play ranked mode, but
Interesting.
I-
Okay, so
that-
it has to. Does that one have to be
you
campaign?
might actually need
Interesting.
clarification on that because you might be able to beat the 5 missions with no damage with that, but I don't want to say that for certain.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, if you can you do ranked and do 8 ranked
I
levels?
would
and that
think
counts?
that the square would specifically say campaign missions if it were.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Oops.
Not to not to give Matt a headache for putting specifications on squares that might not need it, but alright, so Tyler may be going for the second warp here. They might have missed it, might be going for another one. They also could be going for...
Alright, Smo's on the case.
That might be the only goal actually in this area. And Matt is about to get the last boss right here. So Matt has been doing good synergy plays by constantly doing goals that have bosses in them. And like almost every goal he's been in has a boss, and he's been able to pick those up simultaneously. So we're going to be sitting at 6-4, only 25 minutes into the match.
Yeah, honestly, the synergy is off the charts with Matt right now. Recognition, awareness, whatever you want to call it.
And they're going to be staying in Campanella.
Only the campaign counts, not the ranked. Interesting. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I thought that was for beating X amount of levels, but I could be wrong. Personally, I would probably do it in the campaign if I ever saw that square, just to make sure I don't get it unchecked after I do 8 ranked modes.
All right. Well, that's another
So
warp.
that is 2 warps for
that
Tyler,
puts him
so
on
that's
board.
6-5. I don't think
Okay. I mean, we're threatening a pretty decent diagonal here. It's
I
not
don't
nothing.
think we'll be seeing Matt go for a Golfaria 20% completion.
When was the last time I saw a player do that? I'm trying to think.
I
Maybe
don't know.
Glove did
If
it.
I know if Red Robot sees it, they might go for it.
Okay. I gotcha.
They might be able
Taking
to do
notes.
it really quick. I might even if it's on the way.
The only thing I haven't, I think I said this earlier, I don't have room for the gift thing. Do you know what gifts we are for players? We're not very high,
I don't
think,
believe
right?
so. There's probably been several gifts along the way. I mean, Matt just got a gift.
Definitely golf. Ping
Matt
golf.
didn't
probably.
get the escape with 3-on-3 collectibles, which they might not know the routing for, but they could have gotten that simultaneously and got a gift along with it. Matt is probably gift
Yeah, what is the gift for camouflage?
30% completion, which if you get 3 out of 3 collectibles on 5 levels, that's 33%. Matt probably going for gift rushing, and Tyler may be doing the same.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Maybe we'll see Tyler bang out 2 birds with 1 stone by doing a little bit of gift action and getting a score of 10k. I'm still not a magic expert, or magic garden expert by any means, but most players are pretty comfortable with it. And 10,000,
Yep.
you know, half of a gold, correct?
Alright,
That's
got the
not
gift.
too much to ask for. But we're just going in and out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Just trying to internally memorize as
Declare
best I
trouble.
can for all the gifts. Matt opting for Bushido Ball, interesting one here. Just have to beat 3,
Yeah.
which won't take long at all.
What was it, a couple days ago? I distinctly remember hearing the words like, I hate
I will
Bushido
never go
Ball, I
for-
don't want to open Bushido Ball. I don't like Bushido
Oh
Ball.
man, I'm gonna feel bad if Matt gets in a bad rhythm here and isn't able to. Oh no.
Oh no.
Because if you
The Yamato tilt.
get hit here and it serves on your side, then it's a lot harder to actually.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying, because it messes off your,
Yeah,
I don't want to say global cycle, but for lack of a better
right.
word.
Because when it serves to the opponent. opponent, you can just roll in, and then you can hit the opponent before the ball gets to them, and like that.
Yeah, like that.
You just stun them while you hit the ball past them.
Yep, my in big quotes, my favorite speedrun of all the 50 games.
Bushido ball.
Yeah.
I'd be very...
I mean, look at the skill expression.
Or
It's
open up
crazy.
Night Manor for hit the killer and run. Yeah, I'd be interested.
Boom.
I think it'd be funny to see, is there a gold speedrun for Bushido Ball where you intentionally take a loss?
That's funny.
So Tyler might have the slightly faster gifts so far, but this isn't a super long one for Bushido Ball. But we'll see who's able to get theirs first.
But Tyler's like very consistent with the execution so far. Like, I haven't seen him make too many mistakes in terms of like.
I think
gameplay.
they might have in their mind like, hey, what's the quickest gifts? Like, already knows what they are. But Matt, that being said, Matt will pick up a gift here shortly. Oh no! Oh no, Tyler went in without actually hitting the killer.
Oh.
So if you...
Wait.
I don't exactly know if this is the case, but if you go to reach the hook, and it doesn't actually grab the hook for whichever reason, the killer won't get stunned, and you'll try going into the garage and you'll still be in chase.
Oh.
So it's kind of a really...
Really? So even if you use the hook on him?
I think it's like if you think you used the hook on him, but maybe like the shaking of the cursor when you select the hook doesn't actually select it.
Yeah. Because when I was practicing, I noticed that it was inconsistent, and so what I did to make it consistent was always try to aim for the guy's head. That way it would always register a hit, because I had that happen in practice where I would go, oh, I thought I hit him, but
yeah,
I
it's
didn't,
kind of a
I
weird
guess.
hitbox, but I think they got it anyways. I think they just hit him in the garage and ran. So now they're moving on to Star Wasp. We're getting a lot of the very quick gifts if they're able to get this 10 times multiplier quickly. And Matt opting to finish out Bushido Ball. Going
You think
for
we're
the
going for the
cherry.
cherry? Yeah. Yep.
Kotapu, hopefully Kotapu gets style on.
Yeah, people are so mean to Kotaro.
I believe it was, yes, bomb him in the back. It might have been Morses, it might have been, I don't remember who, I don't want to misquote, but someone put Kotapu into the
Nice.
terminal after.
Another gift for
That's
Tyler
another
there.
cherry for Matt.
Going into Mortal too.
So I think Tyler is probably on his last gift or two. Matt is on, that was also a sport game, so he now has 2 triathlon and 2 cherries.
Ooh, okay. Oh, alright, we'll open up Night
Open up
Manor,
Bug
because we
Hunter.
changed our mind.
Bug Hunter's gift is completed
Interesting.
day, so we're gonna see the card on the board for earn 3 modules, 3 kills with 1 module use. So probably trying to set up for an explosion. Right here, he can get it. He just has to move over and blow up that cube. He can blow up himself in the process.
Yeah,
I think he's just going to move at us there for safety, and that's 3 kills with 1 module use. Very, very quick goal, like 30 seconds with resetting.
Well, you could not. You could have asked for a cleaner setup. They were literally lined up in a row.
And
like
might
ducks.
be going back for
That's
gifts
really
here.
funny.
I have to check if there's a Night Manor goal in here. There's not. So taking a couple small detours, but even if he loses the gift trace, it's not a big deal because he picked up big progress on 2 other goals.
I don't think Matt is diagonal blind right now. If anything, I'm thinking he's probably diagonal big brain right now for for doing the Bug Hunter synergy with the other one.
Yeah, there is. I mean, Open Tomb and Devolition, those are both kind of slightly more difficult, longer goals, maybe? Oh wait, no, actually the Devolition one is it's a slightly easier one. But if he does not see this, then that could spell trouble. Like, he does have the lead, and when you do have the lead, you should always be aware of blocking, which I am not great at, even though I'm saying that. maybe it's like a self
Yeah,
reminder for
that
me.
makes sense though. It's a lot different in game than
Yep.
than you are at the place.
Nice
It's just
corner
like
jump from Tyler.
I don't
to
think I've
save
said this on
himself.
stream yet,
Go ahead.
but it's like when you tell yourself you're definitely gonna get X, Y, and Z, and you go down to the store, and then you get to the store, and you're like, what did I come here
Yep,
for again?
Exactly. I think Matt had a lead on gifts before, but since doing a couple extra goals, I think Tyler should get it.
Yeah, and I apologize. Like
Yeah.
I keep saying, that's the
Yeah,
only
I've
thing
not-
I don't have the stat for right now.
Yeah, just because
At least
the
accurate.
runners are very aware of like what gifts they get while they're like mid-game going for another goal, and sometimes just don't see that little icon in the bottom right. So Matt is going for 3 sandwiches here.
I'm surprised we actually got that first one. I didn't know that you could do it when it scrolled
Alright,
that
so we
far.
got the gift. Are they going to check the garden? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's 10 for Tyler.
10.
And this
Boom.
might have been like Matt's 9th or 8th one, or 9th or 10th one.
Yeah. So now Matt is in a position where we got to think, what are we gonna do about this diagonal? Because it's coming in.
So there are
Okay. Party.
there's only
house.
one bingo left for Matt, which is the second row, and there's 2 bingos left for Tyler. So and Tyler's going into Devolution. This Matt is in a situation where
Okay.
he's focusing on the trouble in Party House, but not the trouble on the bingo board.
Oh, Canvas. Morses is wondering. She's
Yes,
asking if
I
the VOD is
made sure
safe.
the VOD was going to be published and recorded. Thank you.
Thank you, Morses. Tell King Julian I said hi.
So
I'm actually really scared right now.
I'm very scared
'cause
for
why?
that because because with how many squares are on the board, you might not even think that there's a bingo available for the other player.
I'm trying to think like biggest benefit of the doubt like thing. Matt is thinking so confidently that Tyler's never gonna go into Devolution, and that Matt has such a commanding lead on Mortal that I can do this Party House one, and then even if Tyler gets a Devolution one, I'll just snipe him on the Mortal one. Probably
Yeah,
not
I
what's going on,
think,
but
yeah,
I'm wishful thinking right now.
Matt might not see it. I don't know if Matt is super confident in... I mean, Matt's definitely better than me in Mortal, because we did a practice race once, but I don't know how confident they are. And given this, you don't have to, like, stack lives in Mortal for this goal. You just have to complete the 3 stages in World 3. Or 2.
Yeah, which I definitely prefer. Although I've been practicing the 30 additional live square. I
Yeah.
was watching a bit of I'm so sorry for forgetting name. I genuinely cannot believe I'm forgetting it. The Mortal guy that speed runs and is just an absolute monster. Was practicing some spike jumps and some parachute jumps. I got a couple. It was
nice.
pretty fun. And I'm trying not to gush, by the way, too hard. I love Devolution. This is my all-time favorite bingo square to watch. I think this game is like infinite ceiling, super high skill floor. Like, it's just so cool. I love it.
It is a very logic-based game in bingo, which honestly I think this is probably the one goal in Devolution I would go for. I don't know if I'd go for any other ones, just given my...
One of the reasons I like it too, although this might sound evil, I really like that you have a game like this in a stressful environment. Like you really, the stakes are just even higher than they normally are. I just love it. You know, Devolution is a game that's already a lot of mental tracking. Add that a live bingo environment, it's like you're in super hard mode.
Exactly.
I know the stand Devolution
Matt
gameplay
might be close.
No, not trying to be biased, but that was like
I
my
think
favorite
Matt got 6.
moment I've seen
Matt
in the
got
league
6.
so far.
So hopefully he sees the
There you go.
board and sees the potential threat. He's not. He's going for the cherry disc on another sport
Hmm.
game, which would get him 2 squares, but it's not going to prevent the bingo, which is very rapidly approaching.
Interesting. Wow.
And this is...
Maybe I was kind of right. Maybe Matt is just so confident in this that he's just like,
I don't think...
you know, it's scary, but I got it handled.
He sees it because there's so many of his squares on the board that it's... You have to... Honestly, I think he thought the last bingo... I don't want to say for certain, but he might have thought the last bingo was in column 1. And he's like, now that I have all bingos blocked,
Maybe.
that I can go for cherry big bonus, but we will see. We are definitely... If Matt notices, we'll definitely see him jump out of Big Bell Race and go into Mortal right away. But this will be maybe an 8 to 10 minute cherry. I think if you're quick with Big Bell Race, it's around 8 minutes. Maybe speed runs like 6 minutes or something, but...
Oh yeah, someone told me this the other day. I think it's 7
Okay.
minutes.
The speed run or just
It's
the
like on
average?
average.
Oh, okay,
Just
so
the
maybe it's
average.
faster than I think. But yeah, this will take a little bit of time.
I could be wrong though.
I definitely foresee Tyler getting this goal before Matt gets the...
There you go.
Hey, he just got it. And he's going to be jumping
Boom.
into Mortal. He's very behind. Well, actually he's not too behind on squares, but he can finish this out right here if he goes to Open Tomb.
I am getting progressively more concerned. I've been trying to. I've been thinking like trying to give the benefit of the doubt. These are galaxy brain plays, but maybe we're just not
Yeah.
seeing the diagonal. I don't know.
I mean, it could be possible if
Um,
Tyler doesn't see the diagonal either, but
I think what's going through Tyler's head right now is probably Matt's in Mortal right now. I better like wow. I'm not
that
gonna waste
is
my time going in
actually
there.
that actually would be a huge, like sort of like anti-play.
I think that's the most likely
That makes
thing,
sense.
right?
That
If you're
makes sense,
Tyler,
though.
why would you have any other reason to think that Matt is not going
That
to go to
actually
Mortal
is a
right
really
now?
good point that Tyler could think that like Open Tomb 3 is going to take a little bit, so you know I can catch up on squares while Matt goes for this. And it's crazy because Matt is actually going for Big Bell Race, which is going to add 2 extra squares in like 5 minutes here, securing his
Yeah.
lead even further. But the thing is, that's still on the board, and I think Tyler knows about it. So as soon as he sees Matt check off a square, he could immediately go to Mortal and go for that square because he knows that Matt isn't in it. And I think
Yeah.
that might be what we see.
I think I'm kind of.
I think you got it. He might
Kind of got a rough idea.
locked down. We'll see.
Because you got to remember, again, in the middle of a bingo fight, you're stressed. There's a million things
Yep.
going on in your head. You're Tyler. You see, oh, well, Matt already got a Mortal thing earlier. It's not Mortal 1, but
Yep.
you know, oh, maybe he's very familiar with that, and maybe he's in it right now. Maybe I'm not going to do that, and I'd be wasting my time in Mortal, especially with clear all world 3 levels. It's not super long, but you
Yeah.
go in there, you waste, 5 minutes of Mortal.
Yeah,
You're not
that's
happy
a
about it.
really good point. If you started up Mortal, you could figure that the other player is already in it, and you're gonna lose. You're gonna get sniped on it, and any time that you spent on Mortal is basically just wasted. So Tyler, and considering the score point, the points between score difference isn't actually that far, that Tyler could pick up if he didn't know that or he could catch up if he thought that Matt was immortal. But unfortunately, Matt does have a lot of progress, doing very well at being aware of all the general goals and getting these 3 sport and cherry discs at the same time. So
Yeah, we've been seeing this all match. Matt just really top tier with the synergy. Like, he's just incredibly aware of what is on the board in terms of cross synergies right now. Again, giving him the benefit of the doubt for the diagonal bingo right now, because short of a extreme blunder,
Yep.
I would assume at this point Matt is probably aware that is there.
aware of the bingo opportunity.
The more
I actually
hope so.
might
I hope
think
so.
differently. I think this could still be dangerous just because Matt if Matt doesn't know that it's a possible bingo, then as soon as Tyler sees it, he could jump in, and Matt might not jump in. But I do hope Matt at least sees it at the same time Tyler does, so he at least has a chance to defend against it.
All this talk is actually making me think, legitimately, I wonder if every single bingo player has 2 monitors. I don't think so, but I think the majority
I know
of them
there
do.
are a handful. I know Matt, I believe, has said that he uses Bingo Sync on his phone so he can tap the square. He doesn't have to tab out at all.
Okay.
And I think a few people
Interesting.
utilize that. Some people use it because they don't have another monitor, and some people use it just because it's a little faster to tap the square.
Makes sense. Like to get a consensus on that, a statistic.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, what else can you say? It's
Big
Big
Bell
Bell
Race
Race
versus a
It's,
Tactics. 8 levels in a Tactics, probably coming up on that soon. Oh no, they're actually... Oh, they are doing the ranked goals for beat 8 levels.
Yeah, so again, is this actually gonna cause a problem? Are we gonna have to intervene? Because we were talking earlier, you cannot do the rank goals
Do
for
you
these,
know
correct?
if-
Even though it does not say campaign on the
Do
thing.
you know if Matt or if Glover Spooty is in the Discord active? I mean, we could just double check.
I can
I'm
check for
pretty
you.
sure it does count, but he'll just, worst case scenario, he'll just have to forfeit that square.
Oh, is there a quick way to check without scrolling down for 20 years? I can also
Yeah,
check
on the
the
right
rules,
side if they're active.
just in case. But Smo already checked earlier, I think, and confirmed that unfortunately it does not
I'm
count. for some
curious
reason.
if that's specifically for the levels, like beating 8 levels in a game.
Well, let's see here. I'm trying to find it. So official rules. Because I am very confused. If you cannot do that for the square, if you cannot do the rank thing for the square, should it not say campaign?
I would think that it should say campaign if...
All right, let's
But
control
at the
that.
same time,
Levels.
if levels are not considered, if ranked levels are not considered...
So, a tactics campaign mission 24. So it doesn't necessarily say that it doesn't count, but it does not say that it does.
Right, I know levels aren't on the card, we're just checking if it counts towards this goal specifically, which... I don't know if Glove is active, but I'll try messaging him. I don't know if Glove has worked too much with the specific rules.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out for the tactic square, right? That says beat 8 levels
yes.
because Tyler's doing the ranked currently, correct? We're in ranked. Right? Are we in ranked or in campaign? I was looking at the document. If we're in ranked, it would say in the top right, correct?
We are in ranked
after?
because the after the mission was done, it showed the rank going up.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Can I do? I could try pinging in bingo chat.
I think it's campaign. Yeah, because it's confusing if Tyler's not able to count these levels towards that tactics one. That's
Yeah,
a bit
that
of a
would be
bummer.
unfortunate for him, considering he is.
Because again, it does
behind
not
on a couple
say
points.
campaign only. Interesting. See, I would say it would count because I would assume it would be harder than the campaign.
I could also check with Glove maybe if they're there, but I don't know if Glove. I think I've asked a few different rules with Glove before, and they might. I feel like
Magic
Python,
Garden?
Mad, and Spooty are the ones that usually have the lowdown on what is and isn't allowed.
That is interesting. Huh. I see both sides. Like, this is confusing because I would think that they are totally levels. Because I'm like, what? If I was talking to someone, and I said, hey, I was playing the tactics what would I say? Like I did 3 rounds
a rank level,
in
yeah.
the tactics rank. I did 3 bouts with the boys. I'm not as concerned, I think, as people in the chat are right now, because I'm genuinely thinking that this is on purpose at this point, right? It's got to be. It's got to be like calculation of risk and thinking like, well, Tyler's been in X, Y, and Z for so long.
I don't think it is. I think Matt genuinely thinks there's no bingos left available for Tyler.
I might be coping hard, but what can I say? I'm trying to keep the glass half empty or half full, not half empty.
I don't know if Matt. I mean, it would be crazy if Matt could pick up 3 more squares, but that's a very tall ask before Tyler gets 1. And wait.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I thought Matt was going to be at 11. Did I miscount? Maybe they got the cherries earlier. That's why I miscounted. Okay.
For which part?
I thought they were going to get the cherries and the triathlon at the same time, but they picked up the cherries earlier.
Oh yeah, the cherry square was done a while ago.
I'll have to find out how to move the live thing so you can actually see the lives.
Dang. I promise I'm not just trolling. I really am like I'm like
Yeah,
holding it out, like trying to think of
Matt
explanations.
has done so well this game that, like I said earlier, I was hoping you saw it at the same time so there could at least be a race for the mortal square.
Smo's right. It's like a PSA. Like could happen to you, it could happen to your family.
You don't think you
could
could
happen
be,
to your mother, your father,
you don't
your
think
son.
you could be bingo blind. You don't think you couldn't enter your name into the leaderboard after you complete another goal. It can happen to anyone.
You think that enemy won't jump in that specific way like it's never done before? Think again.
Yeah, it might not. The tactics one might not. I'll see if they respond. I haven't gotten any word on it, but I think... Okay, so Goose responded and said yes. It does count if they're in ranked mode.
Okay, that's what I was hoping so. Because again, I would be very confused if the game being quite literally exactly the same, but naming it something different would make it so that suddenly ranked mode is not levels. Because I don't, it's literally just the thing on the menu that is determining that.
Hello,
so
welcome.
Thank God that's the way it works.
Welcome, Milovic. Welcome, and thank you for the raid.
Oh, you're raid.
We are playing some UFO 50 bingo. So how it works is the first person to get a bingo 5 squares in a row wins. If there are no bingos left on the board, then it goes to majority 213, and ties are broken by whoever gets the square first. So we're actually looking at a board where Matt is ahead, but there is 1 bingo left available for Tyler, which is the one he's going for right now. And even though Matt is ahead on points, Tyler could win this by completing this challenge that he's in, which is clearing all of the World 3 stages in Mortal. Oh yeah, Onion Delivery and Caramel are brutal. I have not beaten either of those. I think I've beaten 43 games, and both of those are not one of those 43.
Oh, you've not beaten, like, just
I have not
casually.
gotten past the egg and caramel, and I've not gotten past day 4 in Onion Delivery. I think I have about an hour.
That's pretty good.
About an hour and a half in each game.
I'm an Onion Delivery head. That was one of the first games I played like a lot.
There are
when I opened it
many
up,
people
trying
who
all the games.
have like played a lot of Onion Delivery and studied it and know where everything is, and it's a little crazy.
I know. Yeah, I think I could like mostly navigate the map with like.
Well, I hope you had a good stream and had fun playing UFO 50.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. And if anybody's interested in the bingo, there's the open official community Discord where we have been hosting these just all sorts of hours all the time. We're just always doing bingo now.
Yeah, on the UFO 50 Discord. Yeah, you only get 1 extra life in Caramel, and you can like get 1 extra one like if you get a lot of points in the first stage. But yeah, it's definitely a very like almost as brutal as Star Whisper and Lives in terms of that, just less projectiles on the screen, I guess.
It is, yeah. Caramel is hard. The only thing I
Oh
will
no,
say,
Matt.
as a huge shmup guy, it is. This might sound weird, and it might make you angry to hear this at first, but in the long run, it's kind of nice that Caramel is set up in the way that it is, because a lot of shmups actually intentionally do the sort of design where they put you back at the beginning of the stage to make the game, like force you to learn the game better and do it. Now,
Yeah,
doesn't mean you have to like it,
there
but
are
I'm just saying
definitely-
there
are
likely
definitely
intentional.
games in here that are just more difficult and require more time. There's plenty of games where you can just kind of pick it up, get it on like your first or second try, but it does seem like there are those harder ones where you have to put some time into it before, even if it feels like it's impossible.
But I promise you, if you're new to Caramel still, like, it is not abnormal to have that first stage kick your ass. It's just that's how
It's
it is.
kicked my ass for
Unfortunately.
an hour and a half, so I'm sure I'll beat it if I put a little more time in it.
Yeah, Chad, at this point, I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I can't even cope anymore. I think we're probably,
Yeah.
we're probably missing something.
This
but
might be completed with under an hour, and I think Matt is going to be very surprised when he sees this checked off, or it's called game. 'Cause he's just
I still
he's
have
just-
like a little
he's
bit of
just
hope,
working
man. A
on
little
reach a
bit.
score of 10,000. And this mortal goal
goes like all better.
is one that might be a little bit time consuming, but once you complete a level, you basically have like a checkpoint, so it's not like you won't be losing too much progress. As long as you don't lose all 20 lives plus any extras that you pick up.
We're having
Yep.
a lot of fun on this platform here.
Okay, getting the arrow for it. It's fine.
Hey, we got it.
Okay, Matt just got 10,000. Now, are they going to look at the board
Nice.
and see it, or are they going to go somewhere else? They might see it too late. No, they're.
I'm gonna laugh.
I
So.
don't think they do. They're going into real highs. Man, I feel bad for Matt.
Okay. Do you think, like, what you were saying about the phone, do you think there's, like, when he opens up his phone, his thumb is covering the bottom, the bottom
I don't
right
think so,
square?
but that is a funny theory.
There's like a leaf on the
Yeah.
corner of his screen blocking it. Whoops, how did that get there? Oh, dust that off.
Caramel can feel relatively slow. At least in the sense of trying to get back, because it's so volatile, you can lose a life. You can lose 2 lives in like 1 second in that game, and then you have to get all the way back to like the egg or something. It can take a bit of time.
Yeah, what are you guys worried about? Come on, we can get 9 stars, lickety split. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, starting the...
Oh, that's a smart idea to have
That
like a
actually...
backup
Oh
game.
no, he punched in... Okay, I think he can just... Yeah, he just defeats. Oh, this is the defeat all enemies, so this actually is probably the smartest path.
Take your big thumbs off.
Thumbs.
Get those Dekai digits off of the screen.
Oh. I mean, it's crazy that with the time it has taken to do this goal, that Matt almost is able to get 13 points before then, but they would have to get like an insane round in Bug Hunter, or if they got the camouflage square at the same time that they got the other camouflage, they actually might have been able to pick this one up or get to 13.
I mean, do you remember how much progress it was? Matt
Right,
who was in
but
camouflage,
he
right?
did not get like any of the 3 collectibles, so he'd have to basically start over and
None?
I'm trying to remember what
Dang.
the
Not even one.
where was it? Oh yeah, get eaten by a frog gator. I think they were just doing gold route to get done with it as quick as possible to get that goal. Because I don't think Matt is super confident with like the route to get those like 3 collectibles, and you do kind of have to know where you're going a little bit, because the game tries to... Wow, that was a really BS shot from that.
Yeah, it was kind of goofy. Just want to say shout out to Discord for
So I think we're
when I
coming
have
up
both the streams on top of
on
each other,
time
putting the
here.
live icon right over the
I'm not
Mortal
coming up
Live,
on
so I
time,
can't
but
read it.
this will
That's
be a
pretty nice.
bingo
Thank you.
for Tyler in a few seconds.
Yep.
And
It's looking
that
like it.
is game.
Is that it? That's game. Everybody, that is a bingo diagonal from the top left to the bottom right. Tyler
Yeah.
is the victor.
Yeah, bingo. That's my first
Congrats.
bingo.
You got the bingo.
I almost went into
Good job.
like Magic Garden, and then I was like, oh yeah, I set myself up for the diagonal, so I had to remember
Yeah.
my own goal.
Matt, I'm
No, I didn't see
sorry.
it.
I'm so
Good
sorry.
game.
You had so many good synergistic plays, and I think it looked it
Oh, I
looked
just
like
didn't see the bingo.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I mean,
that's what we
It's fine.
figured. Like
I was saying I almost went into Magic Garden too when you got that square, and then I
Yeah.
had to remember that it was a diagonal because it's kind of hard
So-
to see when it
so
gets
Ty-
filled out. Yeah.
yeah. I don't have much to say.
I
I just didn't see
understand.
it.
There
yeah.
there were so
That
there were
happens.
so many squares
That's
on
fine.
the board that it was like the only one that was barely visible. But Tyler, when you first got the 4 squares, did you think that Matt was in it, so you pivoted to maybe try getting like some extra squares? But then when you saw that
The
for the
fourth
bingo,
squares. I just went straight into eggs because I thought I could get that egg goal really quick.
Okay.
And then I was kind of moving around from there. And then I think after I got the 10 gifts, that's when I knew I could possibly get the diagonal. And it's funny, Devilition, it's such a weird, interesting goal, but that's actually how I got the cherry by just tossing the units you
Yeah.
don't want on the corners, and it counts towards the cherry goal. So I was like, oh hey, I've practiced this way before.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. That's kind of cute.
yeah,
That's why like I absolutely bombed the first time I tried because I haven't played Devilition in so long, but then I was like, oh yeah, now I remember how to play this game.
yeah. I thought it was. I mean, GG's to both players. I thought you both played really well. The like getting the cherry discs along with the sport discs was good. You got the getting the bosses.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Like every square you went into, you got a boss in, and it was very good synergistic plays. And
Oh yeah, the synergy was very good. Very, very good this match.
yeah, I don't know if there's if Guri or if any of the players have anything they wanted to comment on for the match.
Not other than the fact that I thought I was genuinely on your side, Matt. I thought you were I thought you were doing like a galaxy brain play, legitimately. Check and confirm that. I thought that's what was happening, like legit.
I think
Nope. Was just
Yeah.
about to win by majority, I guess, and because I didn't see
Yeah.
the diagonal, I would have been playing a different game. Obviously, I don't know. I
No, I
really
know.
don't have anything to say.
No, I know.
Like,
No, it makes sense. I get you.
there's no comment on this. Like, yeah, okay, didn't see it. I don't know. Like,
No, I
it
know.
was
I
like,
I
I
understand.
don't
Did
know.
you?
I thought I was like 20 minutes away from winning the match, so I guess that's
No,
just
you were
on
very
me. I
close
don't know.
by winning a majority, and yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to
Right.
though.
Oh, right.
Like,
Sorry.
I can't win on
Sorry,
majority
you're
unless
right.
I block the bingo. But
Yeah.
you know, like, yeah, in my head I was like, okay,
Right,
it
based
looks
on what
good.
you
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I don't have anything to say.
and we're not like pushing into it any farther, but I think
Did you mean to do half the camouflage goals and half the bug hunter goals? Because I was going to go into bug hunter, but then I saw you did one of them. But then you
Yeah, I mean
got
the I don't know the routes for camouflage, and the bug hunter goal is very difficult for me. Like, I'm not gonna. The first bug hunter goal takes 10 seconds, and the other one takes the camouflage goal takes like 2 minutes, and I played it suboptimally. But the bug hunter goal, you can reset for that like 4 or 5 times, and it's still fast.
Yeah.
And I only had to reset once to get it.
Yeah, they literally lined up in a row.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Oh, I
you get
I
that
did
like
see
1
that.
in
That
4
was-
times.
that
1
was
in 4,
nice
1 in
getting
5.
that 30-second
it
goal.
was more than I thought.
Needed a couple resets, but yeah.
Did you go straight
Yes,
into
you were
pin golf
both in
also?
pin golf race at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. I knew once
course.
like it started to go south and I wasn't gonna get the cherry. I knew I could hit that hole 3 hole in one.
Yeah,
so
you were
that's what
close
I
to getting the
focused on.
cherry, and then you reset.
Yeah, dude, I fucking got into the juggle pit on the first try and didn't get a hole in one. Like my
Oh my
my
God.
ball landed
Ooh.
inside the
That is so
thing and didn't
unlucky.
go in.
Mine
Oh,
looked like it
classic.
was about to go out too, but then
It's
it
it
finally
sat
like barely
it
rolled.
sat outside the
That
hole. I mean, I
yeah,
don't know what
no, that was
what do I
Oh,
say? Because I had
no.
hole 1 and 3, and then I hit the bird on bouncing back.
yeah,
I
that
mean,
is so
it's just
unlucky. I mean,
how often do you get into the juggle pit and
that
not get the hole in one? It feels like a lot of the time it's gonna happen
Very
and then it
rare,
doesn't,
yeah.
and then that time it actually did
yeah, that
happen. We're
honestly
just
feels
rested
like
there.
a 0.1%
Man.
chance like you're gonna see that, and that's
And I was like, I'm not resetting this because I'm
Yeah.
halfway through the game and I'm just gonna get. I had all the other plays I was gonna do and say, if you get it, whatever. I'm gonna just
Yep.
do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
That's that bingo BS for you. Classic.
yes.
Well, good game.
Won't-
Thanks for the games.
Yep,
Thank you,
won't keep
Canvas, for the
anyone
first
any
cast.
longer.
Yeah, it'd be
Thank you
fun to
both.
watch back.
And we'll call it here. Thank you both for joining me, and thank you everyone for joining and
Oh yeah,
being here.
Good night.
Cool.
it was a great match. So.
Yeah,
Like,
thanks.
Genuine,
you guys.
that was very intense.
All right. Well, I will call it here and then recuperate, and we'll see if there's another.
All right, stream.
There may be
Sounds
another
good, yeah.
match going on, maybe a
I
couple hours.
think Matt might be calling one later tonight
Think
from
so.
what I saw, but yeah, I'm sure there's some stuff going on. So yeah,
Oh, there's another one.
I think there's a couple matches tonight. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Well, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for
All right.
casting,
All
and
right.
I'll enjoy the
All right,
watch
sounds
back later.
Bye,
Yeah.
stream.
Everyone have a good one. Thank you, chat, for coming by and helping out, commenting, making it a good time. All right. Peace.
All right, Ken.